Good afternoon. I guess it's just a good afternoon right now. We may get some additional boxes showing up, but we'll see. Let's start today. Feet shoulder width apart, knees soft, upper torso upright, and beginning to rotate from side to side. Just letting the arms swing free to start. Got an all metal flow today to welcome the autumn equinox. And it certainly feels like fall here. We woke up in the about 20 degrees cooler than we had for the past week, so certainly felt like fall. Lots of leaves falling here. Such funny weather over the summer that I don't know that we're going to get our traditional really bright fall colors this year. A lot of leaves falling that are still green. Now let's make a loose fist with the hands and begin knocking on the lower belly and lower back. That little black ball in the box down near my feet is my Zen kitty, sound asleep in her box. And let's begin to deepen out the breath. Breathing in through the nose if you're able. And then a long, full, conscious out breath. Mainly through the mouth today. The breath work today is a little more powerful than normal. And for the second half of the flow, we'll be using the lung healing sound. The S. So a few familiar forms today and a couple new ones today. I'll be introducing about a half a dozen new forms over the course of the next week. There's some really nice stretching, turning forms for the metal element that don't often get used outside of this season. Let's take the front hand up the body into that hollow where the shoulder meets the chest. End point of the lung meridian. Tapping away stress and anxiety. And it's a tapping point also said to enhance immunity. Okay, Zen kitty must really be asleep because this normally drives her away. As soon as we start thumping a little bit, she usually hightails it. Alright, let's come back down to the belly. A few more here. And begin to shift the weight from side to side as you tap. Rolling from the inside to the outside of the feet. And then float the hands all the way off. And accentuate that turn even more, letting the momentum of the arm swing lift the back heel off. Yeah, let's slow these down, shrink the movement down, and let's come back to rest in our neutral wuji and connect to the breath. Spinal cord breathing. Breathing in, spread those elbows apart, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and as we breathe out, fold it all back in and around the back. Body now just following the breath, breathing in as we rise and expand, breathing out as we relax and release. For the last few, let's add a little turn to the top. Working the upper spine. Coming back to center to breathe out. And let's take one more on each side. And let's rise back into wuji. And we settle in for a metal flow, but let's open the flow. Still body following the breath. Hands rise as we breathe in. Everything gets heavy at the top, melts back down. Let's take one more. And turn the palms up, lift, and as you lift, lift the heels. Turn the hands over, press the palms, lower the heels. We'll see this form again on Friday. It's the opening form from the Bodhidharma's Yijin Jing. One more time, raising the heels. And then again we lift, but keep on going, turning the hands over at the shoulders, pressing overhead. Spiraling the hands into fists, begin to pull down And then bring the elbows back, widen out the hands, and press the palms to the outside. Breathing in, lift. Breathing out, turn the hands over, press overhead. Breathing in, spiral the hands into fists, begin to pull down. And then breathing out, press the palms away from each other. This continues. Focus on really flexing those wrists. Let's take one more. And just relax on down. Coming back to Wuji. Shake out the arms a little bit. Take a couple of breaths. Returning to rest at Wuji. Step out to one side. Hands come forward, palms up. Swing the hands back, past the head, and then push them forward as the body dips down. Releasing out to the side. Step back to Wuji. Breathing in, step out to the side, present the palms, and then scoop them overhead, dip the body as you exhale. Breathe in, begin to release to the side, pull the foot back into Wuji, breathing out, returning to the resting position. Alternating sides. Scoop, press, release. Let's take one more each way. And the last one. before we move on, let's sync the chi. The remaining forms use a hand mudra, finger and thumb, forefinger and thumb pointed, they're extended, so our pointy finger here. And we're going to keep that mudra as we extend out on each of the next set of forms. Relax the hands as we draw back in, or draw across, as you'll see. And then as we breathe out, we're extending the thumb and forefinger. So, hands come up, relaxed, draw them in, create the mudra, breathe out. We want to add the healing sound as we breathe out. Relax, withdraw the hands as you breathe in, breathe out with the healing sound. Big inhale. Full exhale as you use the healing sound. Body will naturally dip down a little bit, but not as deep as we were in the other form. One more. Now take one hand. Move that one around to our drawing the bow position. Take the other hand back, grab the string, rise completely to vertical, take an inhale and exhale, making the healing sound. Now yet another version of drawing the bow. Take your string hand, extend it out, relax the hands, sweep across the front at the level of the lungs. The other hand becomes the aiming point. Relax the hands, palms to the floor, all the way across. Switching hands. Now we're going to add on. Breathe out. Turn to the back as you breathe in. And then breathing out. Relax the hands, sweep all the way across. One here. Breathe in as you turn to the back. Breathe out. Sweeping all the way across. One more time to the other side. Breathe in, turn to the back. back to the front. Hands float down. Hands float up, rounding the elbows like we're hugging the tree, expanding out, creating the mudra, looking over one side. Relax the hands, hug the tree, expand again. This time we'll look out over the other side as we exhale. Inhaling as we come on back in and hug the tree. Exhaling, expand back up, create the mudra. Exhale. One more on each side. Last one. And then let's come back in, hugging the tree into our standing post. Toe heel out a little bit wider than hips width. Drop the elbows, soften the shoulders, fingertips pointing toward one another. And then just sink your body down like you're sitting on the edge of a tall stool. And we'll spend a few breaths in the standing post. Imagining yourself relaxing deeper into the stance with every out breath, but holding the stance just at a relaxed tension. On the next exhale, let your hands fold in, hand over hand, and hover them over your lungs. And then relaxing back to vertical, letting the hands sink down, hand over the lower dantian, toe heel into a little narrower stance. And let's take 3 nice deep breaths to finish it out today. Deep breath. And as you release that breath, release the hands, open the eyes, and do everything shake. Thanks for joining me today on this first day of autumn.